Hey, it's crazy. Cause it's shining, now you acting shady. Yeah, but I guess it's okay. My mama told me you would show me your ways. Yeah, but I gotta check on him. I had the bands. Pull up in the land. Diamonds on me look like Ernie. Always hating, said I never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's game, it's a showdown between two teams with the same record on the year. It's the Bills going up against the Redwoods.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Sacramento Redwoods. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go now. Blue line. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
2nd down following the run.
No, check, Patrick.
Cook now, operating from the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Cook to throw on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. What you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, We'll step aside and be right back. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And to give this time to the tailback. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Now Taylor to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff working right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense. They were just manhandled at the point of attack.
You can pretty much call
I said, what I need to teach you.
Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the
what you
offensive
trying to do?
line. How about that defensive front?
Yeah, I ain't doing
creating a
nothing special.
new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
I said, I ain't doing nothing special.
On 2nd down, Taylor. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Play action. Now Taylor. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Cook on the check down. He finds Kamara. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw is Cook. To throw on 2nd down. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Here we go now. B-19. Detroit. Detroit. Now let's go. B-19.
Now Cook. From the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And now here's a carry heading left. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Time running out here on the play clock. They snap it at 1. Now it's Taylor. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And he's taken down deep in their territory. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. 56 yards. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Here's Cook, throwing on first down, throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Cook now on 1st and 10. And it's caught, Kobe Fleener. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Cook on first down. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know, right?
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, Cook drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. To throw is Cook. Operating from the gun. It's complete. Flainer, right side. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now Cook throwing on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go.
3rd and 2, now Taylor. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A minute 57 to go in this 1st half. Back to the booth right after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st down, it's Taylor. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Here's Taylor to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a handoff as they run left side. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Come on, let's go!
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
They go play action now. Taylor. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Here's Colton Schmidt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Shift together here from the D-line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down following the run.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing, Cook. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score.
Leave that corner alone, Charles.
6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, we know
Leave
this
him
defense
alone.
has athleticism.
96
Spots
speed,
like that
96
prove us right.
acceleration.
I love the way that you
Superstar.
spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine.
Yeah, take that butt away from me, bro. Nah, I got you discombobulated a little bit there.
So they throw the pick six. They'll
The way
get
all
another
your
shot
bread and
at it
butter.
now as
The
this
way
one's
your
in
butter
the air.
plays.
This will be fielded at the 6. What a spin. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Blue 90.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now it's 2nd and 7. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5.
Yeah, I love the 5.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And not much there. Maybe a yard.
Hey,
Up to
Rico,
24.
hey, make the man take. Hey, you got to open up that
They
playbook.
play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run
the
stop
screen.
by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here's Cook on 3rd down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game.
Hey, he done left the party, man.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. As
Yeah,
he's
he
on
left.
to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. Oh, and now he bowls him over.
Man.
And oh, they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. Now a handoff looking right. Avoids him at the 40. And some room to roam now. The 40. The 20. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills continue to pour it on. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
Break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per
Hey,
carry.
he gonna have to goddamn run more than them 3 plays he got, though.
Hauschka now for the extra point.
He gonna have to. Oh shit! I missed it. Get in there.
And the lead grows even
running the
larger here in the
verticals.
3rd quarter.
You gonna run the verticals. The verticals and that bench, the bench play, we run out. Yeah. Yeah. All you gotta do is just is hard count R1. Stop R1. R1 have to make them, hard count. And they'll jump, and then he'll take it off. Then he'll have to take it off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off
I
it
just
goes.
hard count to see if he got it on. And they jump, they got it on. I do it again. And if it takes them a long time to fall, a long time during the play, that means he went in and taking it out.
Ready to see what they can do here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball
I got this team, boy. I got this team geeked up, bro.
And try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Yeah, I done drafted these boys. I got them where I need them, need them to be. 32. What did he do last time? 32.
This offense on third down today.
Right,
0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Shut him down.
At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. That right there, good
Yeah,
sign for a team that's had trouble
people over there.
third down so
I
far
shut him
this year.
down.
They're the
I
bottom
make
5
it.
in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Cook now on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But
he ain't gonna come back.
Just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Cook on first down. Buying time to his left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
He what?
Operating from the gun. Cook finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They got 18 yards
Transgender.
out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter
run
play.
The screen pass right here.
Second down following the incompletion.
No. Check. Patriot. Over.
Green.
Green 39.
To throw is Cook. Going to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
We're going. Got him this time.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now Cook from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Get out the
A
beach
gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from the first down.
Stopped him in his tracks. Well, that's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Bills' offense coming out, ready to take over.
I had to get another safety, one more safety,
so
another corner,
defense.
just
What's
a
their
mediocre corner.
mentality? How do
Somebody
they
running in the
rally here
mid-90s.
and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because
right.
they weren't ready to go on the
work on my
last
D-line.
one. Give all
You
the
got to
credit
get
to the
it right
offensive
in.
guys for getting it done,
Got a rookie.
to allow a run
I got to
that
get
length,
another right in.
that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined?
Ooh,
Are they ready to
they
read their
that corner.
keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The handoff as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but
I'm
this
a draft
time they get it
quarterback.
behind the
I'm a
line.
draft. I got it
It's all
back
about
up.
pace
He's
and tempo
decent.
now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical
He's
terms
decent,
for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right?
going with
But you
Tyrod
also
until-
don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderado. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And the play clock's running down. Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. He's going to wind up and air it out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
I missed my guy running the post.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching,
I missed
Charles,
my man
you
running
still
the
taking
post.
shots
He
like
was
that
wide open.
downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
I ain't ran this play yet.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Stephon Anthony in there to drop it for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Colton Schmidt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now back out comes the offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Here's Cook. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36.
When I tell you I'm going to get it. When I tell you I'm going to pick it off.
Touchdown, Buffalo. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all
You can't run that corner
on
out
defense. They were
inside the
suffocating
20,
there again
bro.
in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but
Not
by
when-
being
not-
able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another
He
shot
left
on
the ball,
offense
he-
following that pick 6.
Tell
And
you
now the
taking
kick is
I
away.
got job doing all kind of shit now.
And this will be
You
a
gonna run the screen.
touchback as that
I'm gonna show you
sails
I'm gonna
over
jump
the
that
end
screen with
line.
my line.
And here
Yeah.
now the offense heading back out there.
Run. You gotta run it. You got that 4-3. 4-3. You gotta run the 4-3. I have to tell you in a second, man.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Cook now, throwing on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage,
running the same
not a great
play,
start.
corner strike. I don't care. And
on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Cook to throw on second down.
Give me that.
And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost that they can't.
I made him say uncle.
Or maybe, partner,
I made him say
confidence
uncle.
level in him so high
Say
that
uncle.
they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
He blitzing everybody. That's perfect. But he blitzing.
And now here's a carry heading left. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind,
I got
it'll
the
also
Browns.
stop the
I'm in the
clock at the 2-minute
playoffs.
warning.
Got to play the Rod in divisional. Yeah, he run that cover too. Oh, shit, I don't want to run that for him.
Play clock winding down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Bills on 3rd down. They're at 50%.
McCoy, yeah, he retired.
They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Come on, let's go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And Hauschka's kick is good. Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much...
And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football.
He don't cry in the car.
If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who got
I said he gonna cry in the car.
game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. And he's got room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't
it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a handoff as they run left side.
And maybe
inside. A measure of revenge there.
He ain't numbered
He's had his
66.
way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oh, wow.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Bills on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
He couldn't even stand here so I can tell him good game.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel